I'm Dr. Lutz Mary, Associate Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. I'm going to take the topic change control in the subject software project management. Change control, we have assumed the nature of deliverables not changed. When the document such as the user requirements is being changed, when there are many variations in the document, such as undergoes cycles of development and review. Any change control process at this point is baseline effectively frozen. So scope of the system, a common occurrence with the IS development project is for the size of the system gradually to increase. So one cause of this change to requirements that are requested by the users. The scope of the project need to be carefully monitored and controlled. Configuration librarians load. Control of changes and documentation ought to be the responsibility of someone who may variously be named the configuration librarian, the configuration manager, or the project librarian. The role of configuration librarian: identifying items that needs to be subjected to change control. For example, the feasibility report would be subjected to change control once agreement has been obtained. Management of the central repository of master copies of the software and documentation. Administering the changing procedure. Maintenance of access records. Typical change control process. One or more users might perceive the need for a change. User management decides that the change is valid and worthwhile. A developer is assigned to assess the practicality and the cost of making the changes. So that it's diagrammatically shown. Device change control procedure, identify the what to be changed, assess the impact of change, decide what to do. So change control is a set of procedures that ensure the changes made only after the consideration of the full impact. Configuration management is version control to ensure that all changes are properly recorded and managed. So software configuration management is the process of identifying, defining the configuration in the system, controlling the change of these items throughout the life cycle, verifying the completeness and correctness of the configuration item. An engineering management procedure that includes configuration identification, configuration control, configuration status accounting, configuration audit. The difference between version control and the change control is version control is the management changes to documents, computer program, large websites, and other collection of information. Change control is a formal process used to ensure that changes to your product or system are introduced in a controlled and a